So before we start, we'd just like to ask for you guys to make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you're getting any value from it, definitely engage with it, leave a thumbs up. It's been pretty hard to come up with all this information for you guys, so we'd really appreciate it.
So step 1 is set up your Kdp account, and this is to publish your paperback and ebooks to Amazon. It will ask you for things like your bank account information, tax information, and payment methods. This is so they know which account to deposit your earnings into and what credit card to charge you when you owe them money for Amazon ads, etc. At this point, if you would like to, you can also set up your ACX account. ACX is for Audible. So this is for those of you who are writing or outsourcing high content books, and we actually get into this more in our trainings. You don't have to worry about this too much right now. But overall, ACX and Kdp are the main accounts that you will need to start your publishing business. And remember guys, you're doing low content, so really you only need your Kdp account at this point. But I'm just telling you now that those will make up the majority of your royalties and income from this business model. They're both owned by Amazon. And actually, Amazon owns a majority of the market share in publishing online at the moment, with about 85%. So you need to make sure that these accounts are especially in good standing. Now, some additional publishing accounts that you should publish to for more income streams eventually include Ingram Spark. They're for print books. Outside of Amazon, you can publish to Barnes & Noble, Smashwords, Publish Drive. That's for ebooks, by the way, and so is Smashwords ebooks. And then Draft to Digital is also ebooks. So these will publish your book to additional smaller platforms so that your book is widely distributed across the internet. The platforms are all free except for Ingram Spark, and I believe that's because you need to own your own ISBN number, and it does cost money.
Step 2 is research tools. So you can actually feel free to screenshot this if you need to. The first one that we're going to talk about is AMZ Suggestion Expander. This is a free Chrome extension. This tool will help you to discover long tail keywords that you can use to increase your discoverability of your book, and it'll also help you to understand what potential buyers are searching for. Download it for the Google Chrome browser below, and we have the link there for you. Kdp Seo Bot is our next one. It's also free. So this Chrome extension will give you an overview of all the books published for a particular keyword. You can analyze the amount of reviews, bestseller rank, price, and title of the books published, so you can determine whether or not you actually want to publish a book within that particular niche. Our third one is DS Amazon Quick View, also another free tool. This tool allows you to quickly see full product details and the Amazon ranking. Our next tool is Publisher Rocket. This one is actually paid. You can use Publisher Rocket to help you find profitable keywords and determine the profitability of a particular niche before you create a book and potentially waste your time doing so. You can use it to determine the competitiveness of a niche and easily locate who are the competitors within that niche and the major players within that particular category. Publisher Rocket will also help you to create long lists of keywords that will help you when running your ads on Amazon. You can buy it outright for $97, which is a pretty good deal, considering all of the value it brings, and you never pay again. So it's not a paid subscription or anything like that. The name of the company that actually made Publisher Rocket is called Kindlepreneur. They're a really great company actually, and they have a bunch of free tools available to Kindlepreneurs like ourselves, and this can actually help us for a multitude of things. So we'll get into those. So first, they have Amazon Book Description Generator. Formatting an Amazon book description can be notoriously tricky in terms of the formatting. So Kindlepreneur actually can do that for you when you use their Amazon Book Description Generator. The link is below as well for that. They actually use like HTML coding, so when you plug in your description straight into the Amazon Book Description Generator, it spits out the code for you, and then you can just plug that right in. Amazon Sales Rank Calculator is another useful tool. This quickly converts a sales ranking of any Kdp ebook or paperback book to the number of sales that book makes per day. That's really useful when you want to see exactly how many books are selling for a particular author or a particular book. You just plug it right in, and then it spits out for you the number of books that are selling.
So step 3 is keyword research for profitable keywords. So when it comes to writing profitable books, people have a misconception that they're supposed to write about things that they personally enjoy. This is wrong, because what you're interested in may not be what the market, the potential readers and buyers, are interested in. It's very similar to print on demand, actually. We said the same thing in our Etsy course. People think that it's a good idea to make products that they enjoy, especially for the Etsy market. And it's no, make things that people are looking for and that they want. Don't think about yourself, when it comes to trying to serve customers, right? So if we want to sell books, we need to focus on what the market is asking for. In this section, we're going to break down the definition of a keyword and show you how to go about finding profitable keywords. So a keyword is a word or words that relate to a niche. So an example would be skating for beginners. That's one keyword. And that happens to be in the sports and outdoor main niche of the Amazon Kindle bookstore. Why are they important? So finding keywords is one of the most important aspects of succeeding with KDP. Your business's fate depends on how well you can discover profitable, high search volume keywords. You literally cannot afford to be lazy with this research. Poor keywords equals poor results, which equals you feeling discouraged about this entire business model and potentially giving up. And the opposite is also true. So great keywords equals great results, which gives you more confidence in your work, and it makes you want to continue on this business model, and you'll actually succeed. So take your time and put in effort. Some people will take an entire day to curate keywords. So finding profitable keywords. With one of the free tools we mentioned previously, the AMZ Suggestion Expander, it's possible to find keywords that are profitable. First of all, it would be easier to focus on long-tail keywords. So using the free AMZ Suggestion Expander, type in a short tail or simple keyword like sketchbook. When you do, AMZ Suggestion Expander will bring up many related keywords containing your short tail simple keyword. So an example is it might bring up sketchbook for kids, or sketchbook with prompts, or sketchbook for artists. These keywords that come up are what potential customers have been searching for recently. If you use keywords such as these for your sketchbook, you'll have the foreknowledge that these keywords are being searched for by customers that want to buy. So I thought instead of just telling you how to look up some keywords, what I would do is show you guys how to look up keywords using one of the research tools that we talked about earlier. And so that's what I'm going to do, okay? I would suggest that you open an incognito tab because you don't want your previous searches on Amazon to get mixed up with the keywords or the algorithm and everything of a fresh Amazon page that no one has searched anything on. Make sure that you have downloaded AMZ Suggestion Expander because that is the Google Chrome add-on that we're going to be using for this research. So once you're ready, let's go. Okay, so the cool thing about this add-on is that it gives you suggestions for keywords that people are looking for on Amazon and that exist on Amazon for anything. So let me type in, for example, cat journal. So yeah, we've got cute cat journal, black cat journal for girls. All of a sudden it's populating with different things, right? Let me think of something else. Oops. Can't spell under pressure. Okay. So anxiety journal brings up a whole bunch of stuff. It brings up anxiety journal for women, kids, teens, anxiety journal with prompts, depression and anxiety journal. So it's giving you keywords that you can add before your current search term. These are all potentially profitable sub-niches that you can create books for. So I'm just going to go to this one. And already we see that it has bestsellers, thousands of reviews. It's hard to compete with really big ones like that, but let's see what else is here. Let's see if you create a book that's good and doesn't need to have thousands of reviews. Let's see if you can still make some money, right? That's what I'm doing right now. So here's one. It's called the Anxiety Check-In, a guided journal, and that's another keyword, guys. That's the thing, when you're looking at keywords, you're going to find other keywords. You start to go down a sort of rabbit hole where you're seeing the same words repeating themselves on different books, and that's how you find even more keywords. So we're seeing things like burn after writing. That's something to watch out for. Daily affirmation journal with prompts. Those are long tail keywords. The Mindfulness Journal. So Mindfulness Journal is a keyword. When you start to see words repeating themselves, like long tail keywords, then that gives you a pretty good idea that these are words that people are searching for. Quieting anxiety. I think I've seen that a few times as well. Gratitude, a daily journal. And you can look these all up, of course, but yeah, let's just go with the first one that I found right here. Okay, so it's not even that old. It came out April 3rd of 2020, so it's not even a year old. 48 ratings, 4.5 stars, doing pretty well in terms of customer feedback. But let's really see how it's doing, and you can find out how well books are doing based on their rank. We have 49, parody, 46, 42, longevity, but its overall bestsellers rank is really high. So on all the books on Amazon, it's 22,819. Books that are under 100K, you can be sure that they're selling at least one book a day, and that is ideal. So if we want to know just how many times this book sells daily, what we could do is go to this awesome place called, I'll show you. It's called Kindlepreneur. It's got a sales rank calculator. So when you type in different seller ranks, they spit out how many books have sold approximately for that rank. So for example, 22,819. That's its seller's rank. And by the way, make sure to toggle the right one. You want it to be books. You want to know how many books are selling, not Kindle books. Books. So it's selling 9 books a day, which is really good, especially at the price of like over $13. And let's look inside this book and just see like how complicated would a book that's similar to this, and remember, you don't want to copy people, but a book along the same lines, a book that has, the same keywords, a book that's targeting the same audience. What would that book look like inside? What would you have to do if you were making it yourself? Or what would you hire someone to create for you? Is it going to be really complicated? So we've got cute graphics so far. But when you go down the page, okay, it's got a little introduction. And then it just looks like it's a bunch of prompts. This one says draw a circle in the center of the page. Then draw a face that represents your current mental state. Prompt pages, basically. This one's saying, what are your wellness goals? What do you want to accomplish within the next week, month, or year? And it just goes on, and it's just little prompts. Pretty simple. You can assume that most of the pages inside look something like this. This is low content, and they're doing very well with this. This doesn't take too long to create, guys. So that is just a very brief example of how you guys can go about finding profitable keywords and getting ideas for your books using free research tools. I do want to stress that eventually you will want to invest in some paid research tools, because the free stuff is great, but we prefer some of the paid tools, and the best way of using tools and research tools and stuff is to combine them. Yeah, it just gives you the best results. I know that like when you're just dabbling, when you're just learning about something, you don't want to spend and invest all the money, but we have seen amazing results with some of the paid tools as well, so eventually you should look into them. But this will do for now, especially if you're just getting started and you just want to, feel out the whole process. I hope that this helped, and leave any questions that you have in the comments, and I'll see you in the next part.